Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. Today we're going to be talking about your next intimate encounter. So, here are our piles. Pile number 1, we have the ilang ilang oil. Pile number 2, we have the juniper oil. And pile number 3, we have the vanilla oil. So, go ahead and choose your pile. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the ilang ilang oil. So, let's see what messages are here for you. First, we have the Miser or Midas card. So I see you to be in a place of your life where you're focusing on your abundance. Perhaps you've been manifesting money a whole lot. The light attributes of the Midas or Miser card are entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. You're also someone that, so this is about you, right? We're going to talk about your next intimate encounter in a little bit, but I want to focus on you first. You're someone who is likely manifesting abundance right now, or you're just enjoying your life. You are in your creative energy. You're an innovator. You're someone who knows how to turn lemons into lemonade, is what I'm hearing. The shadow attributes: hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. We want to not focus on that too much, right? We want to make sure every time I get these cards, it's beautiful because there are light and shadow attributes. So everything is always a spectrum, right? Wherever it is you feel you are in this spectrum, if you feel like, okay, I'm a little too concerned with my money right now, this is your sign to relax, okay? So this is all about you. You're a go-getter, you're an ambitious person, you're someone who's very focused on the bag, you're focused on turning your life around. I'm also hearing that some of you are going through a reinvention phase, and it's this feeling of I want to prove people wrong about me, or I want to achieve things that others haven't achieved yet. I want to finally, sorry, I want to finally do the things that I said I would do, and people didn't believe that I could do it. There's a lot of that energy here. We have the healer card. So some of you may literally be in the medical industry, or in things like even like therapists, anything to do with the healing of people. I also just, okay, my friend who's a nail artist, nail technician, she gets this card a lot. So you may also heal other people just by your presence or the way that you communicate to them. Something about what you do is a very healing thing. Like some of you may have very healing hands, even, or may do Reiki as well. You're a healer naturally, okay? The light attributes of this is a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So, whether you're just a therapist friend or you're someone who is actually in a healing industry, this is who you are as a person. I also see that I just saw body, mind, and spirit. So I want to say massage therapists, even, right? The shadow attributes of the healer: taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for one's self. So some of you are too focused on the money that you forget to take care of yourself. Okay. I know this is an intimate encounter message. I know. And you guys are like clicks away. No, don't click away. All right. We're going to get there. But I did ask about a message for you first so that you would know this is your pile. So if they're calling you out, is that really my fault? Just kidding. Okay. The monk or nun card is here. Okay. So selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Some of you are actually like very traditionally spiritual. Perhaps you're like Catholic or Christian and you're just like curious about this reading, so you clicked on it, right? Or you have your own sense of spirituality that you're very dedicated to. The shadow attributes: negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety. So here's how I see this, right? You are someone that tries your best to do right by what you believe in. So if you believe in God or in the universe or in any other type of religion, right? You try your best to kind of do your best as a citizen, just as a person. I'm also hearing a connection to animals. Like some of you are very like environmentally conscious people as well. You try your best to do this because you really care. This is not something that you just fake. You are just someone that really cares. Sorry, I have to adjust my incense because it might fall. Okay. Yeah, but you're someone who definitely really cares about other people. Okay. And your energy is very healing to the people that you deal with because you have this power to give them just the right kind of advice or point them in the right direction to help them transform their lives as well. And I would recommend really leaning into that. Okay. Now let's talk about your next intimate encounter. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is something that's very unexpected to you. I'm already going to tell you that whatever your next intimate encounter is, you're going to be very surprised by it, okay? So, I see that some of you have been fantasizing about something in particular, or you have something that you're like, oh, I really want to do this next time. But so far, it seems like it's going to be very much the obvious. I'll be honest and say that for some of you, this fantasy might not happen the way you want it to. So here's where and why we're doing this reading. You can turn this around. If you're genuinely like, I want someone who indulges my fantasies, then, you know, reject people that you know are not going to give you that. For example, if you love to be wined and dined, you're a romantic. If by the first date, like this person already makes you feel like they're not romantic at all, then I mean, why would you expect anything different, right? But here's what I see, right? It's something that has the potential to surprise you. I also just got an image of two people getting really swept away that okay, because some of you are heavy planners, like you want it to be perfect. So for some of you here, it's like, oh yeah, I want to book a hotel. Like my next intimate encounter, I want it to be like, I want to be super prepared. I want to be waxed. I want to be like, you guys are like, I want to prep for this. I don't know that that's going to happen. I'm just going to be honest, but it feels like a good thing. Again, it feels like being swept away by passion so much that's like you forget to prepare, you don't even have the time to prepare. So is that really a bad thing? I actually feel that with these cards earlier for you, you need to take life a lot less seriously. Like you, oh my gosh, I'm stressed by your energy. This incense should work on you, just kidding. But you guys need to that's funny. Okay, I just realized I'm recording this reading now for the third time, and I'm so sorry I have so many side stories, but this is important, okay? I'm recording this for the third time because I could not for the life of me explain this oil at the start of this reading. So I gave up and I was like, whatever, I'm just not gonna do it. This oil is also used to calm people, to reduce stress, to relax people. It is absolutely used to induce like sexual feelings, right? It's supposed to be for that, but a lot of it is for relaxation. And it's just funny that I'm realizing this now. You guys need to take a chill pill. Okay. Pile number one, if you want this next encounter to be something fun, you need to get out of your head and just go with it. Okay. It's probably not going to happen like it does in the movies, which is why focus less on the little things, the little elements that quote unquote make it perfect, and focus more on the feeling. Do you even like the person you're hanging out with? Whenever it is that you are with this person, do you like them? Do you have that chemistry, that energy? If you focus on that, you're going to have a much more pleasurable time. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. So the hometowns card is here. This may be someone that literally lives in your hometown or someone that you already know close to home. The 10 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. I just see this as like reaching completion. That's what I want to say. Okay. This is not demonetized YouTube fun times. Just kidding. But, we're going to keep it at that. Essentially, I see you reaching completion with this person. I see this as like a home run. Okay. And that this person will be putting in the effort to make sure that you reach that O. And you might be putting in that effort to make sure they reach that O also. Okay. Again, this encounter, the energy so far is very much desperate and just like yearning, needing for this passion to be released, needing for this tension to be released. That I'm not seeing a lot of sensuality really. It's more so like I just need to like stress relieve or something. Okay, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, this may happen very slowly at first, okay? So I see varying levels of speed in this next intimate encounter. This person may start off slow with you. It may start off to be a bit sensual, but I also see it just like getting very hot and heavy and like very quick. The pace is quickening as time passes. But I also, again, see like varying levels of speed here being important, like fast and slow. I'm also getting it's multiple rounds because it just makes me feel like the first time is fast, the second time is slow, the first time is more sensual, the second time is more raw, and like You know? Okay, hold on. Another thing that I'm seeing here is the leap of faith card in reverse, right? So, okay, there must be something about this person. You know, I'm getting an enemies to lovers trope. Okay, so this is someone that I think you're not gonna expect. It's like you didn't expect that you would end up in bed with this person, or like you didn't expect that you'd have such a connection with them. There's something about this person where it's like a slow burn for some of you, or you wrote them off as someone you weren't going to be attracted to, and then eventually something picks up. So that's the energy I'm very sure of right now. It's like something is very slow and then it picks up and it's very quick. So that could be the actual deed itself. Or it could be that it's this person and it's like you text each other, but it's very dry at the start. And then suddenly something switches and you're just so attracted to each other, you can't get your hands off of each other, right? Or even that the encounter itself starts off very like slow. You don't even know, it's a little awkward at first. And then suddenly it's like such intense wanting and yearning takes over. Okay. I'm also seeing that this person will like to take time going down on you. Woo! But I don't know. Okay, whatever. That's what I saw. Okay, hold on. We also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? I know that this is going to make you guys both very hungry afterwards. Because again, this feels like a lot, like multiple rounds, okay? Slow, then it becomes fast. There's a mix of passion and rawness. There's a mix of like slow, sensual energy and just like needing to get it done. Again, a huge chunk of this is the feeling of stress relief and a bit of that energy, for lack of a better term. Okay. It's inconsistent, so I feel like you guys are both going to try a few different tricks during this encounter. So it just feels like, okay, we're going from kissing at some point, and then it's like touching, you know. I'm trying not to get too graphic with details, but like we go into the thrusting area essentially, and then we go back into kissing again. There's a lot of like varying movements that I'm seeing here. That's not just one act at the same time. And I see that prolonging this much wanted you know. And I see that one or both of you are going to get there, but it's like it's you guys are taking it slow, fast and slow, fast and slow. Okay. We also have the Temperance card in reverse here. Yeah, exactly. So there's something about this where you both have to be such different people. Like I just see it as like your different energies. You just never thought you would mix. You never thought it would become something, and it just happens. You know what I'm even seeing? For some of you, for sure, this is a coworker, and you kind of hate them. Again, there's an enemies to lovers trope here. There's something like I really don't like you, but it's like tension. Actually, it's not just actual hate. You actually just want to be with them or want to f them. You know. The Temperance card in reverse as well tells me that it's going to be hot and heavy and you guys are going to need some time to cool down. There's definitely something about food and drinks that surrounds this, which is very interesting. So I see it as like, oh yeah, let's go and eat something after. So I know that's so weird, but I'm just going to, you know, that's what I'm going back to. Now, the Three of Swords is here, it's in reverse. Okay, so how I see this, right? Ah, is this rebound? Is this a rebound? This feels like a rebound. Because, can I be honest? I told you there was so much stress that needed to be relieved. I would not be surprised if this is a rebound for one or both of you. This is like the energy of, I want to just do this because I just broke up with someone or someone that I really liked, like pissed me off. That I'm like, there's something that you're angry, frustrated about. It's a little bit of like hate, SE, you know? This sounds a little bit like angry, frustrated, raw encounter, right? And I just see it being used as a form of stress relief. Okay. Now, well, let's talk about any details about this next encounter. We have the Star Ancestor card. Take note of this person's image. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, this person may have some similar physical attributes to this person. The Star Ancestor always makes me think of Aquarius energy or a correlation to the stars. So perhaps you're like already looking into their birth chart, or they may be connected to the stars. They may be looking at your birth chart. But the star ancestor tells me that this person, again, is a little weird to you, or like you just never thought it would be them. This reminds me of like alien energy. So either this person is like an introvert and they're just very different, or it's like they're an introvert, so you don't really talk to them, or you never really expected something to come out of that situation. Now, the caption here is follow the voice of your soul. I'm also seeing that this may be done under the stars. I'm actually seeing, I'm just going to be real with you guys. I kept seeing visions of like someone in a car and it's like nighttime. So like some of you are going to be doing it in a car for sure. But essentially this does feel like it's going to happen nighttime, possibly with a view of the stars with someone that you just never expected, likely because you're just getting out of a situation that was very stressful for you. Like something happened at work, I need to de-stress, or something's been bothering me and I need to get it off my chest, or someone rejected me and I just want to do this. Okay. Now, the water sign is card is here. You or they may be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? Oh God. I'm already gonna tell you there's gonna be a lot of water involved here. So this is like wetness. Like I kind of see it as like maybe if you're the female, then it might be you, or sweat. Okay, there's water. There's something that's water here. Okay, and I remember I said there's something about this drink thing. So perhaps you both get drinks before this. There's something about a drink and possibly food even because of these two cards. So getting food before this, or getting food and drinks after this, or like having to keep water by your bedside because the deed is too strenuous to like continue going without a water break or something. Okay, hold on. Now the practice card is here. This is coming out like this feels like a very friends with benefits or casual situation, or it has the potential to turn into that. Okay, so I'm not really getting sensual. I love you. It's more de-stress. I need to calm down. I need to like get things out of my mind. And the practice card just makes me feel, again, I told you there's multiple rounds here. Okay, yeah. I also feel, I mean, come on. I'm sorry to this card and for saying this about this card, but this is like someone who's good with their mouth or with their hands or both. Now, the visit card is here. Okay. So this person is definitely someone you've already met. This is not a new person. The constants, yeah, you've had a stable connection with this person, or they've been a stable part of your life somehow. So this is the energy of like, they've always been in the background. I never considered them, or we've been talking for a while, but we never really did anything, or we haven't done anything yet. Well, this is the chance for that to turn. The card of August is here. Okay. And the barking dog. See, advice from a friend. See, again, this is someone you already know, or you're going to be familiar with them by the time that this encounter happens. Okay. We're going to get some physical attributes about this person. Okay. So who is this next intimate encounter? Remember, this is a general message. So if it's not about your person, it may be about you, or you may resonate with some, if not all of the details. Wealthy, abundant, Nepo babies. So we also had the Midas card. That's validation. One of you is definitely working on your bag, working on your money, working on getting rich, or is obsessed with it. The heart condition is here. Some of you are dealing with that. So y'all be careful. Like I said, take breaks. The animal lover is here. Didn't I say that earlier? Did I make that up? Am I just too delusional right now? But like, I believe I said something like a connection to animals earlier. Comment below. Did I say that? Okay, anything more about who this person is? This next encounter. We have average build or body. You'll notice a lot of it is green. So green may be very like relevant here somehow. Green eyes, amber eyes are also here. Anything more about who this encounter is? Dark skin tone, okay? Or this could also be dark for whatever their ethnicity is, since we're all different, right? Has piercings, at least one. And then shorter than you, South American for some of you, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna go into potential zodiac signs. Hold on. Y'all, I'm so lost during this reading. I feel like this reading has been so chaotic. I was trying to organize it. It is not going well. Okay. So we have Cancer and Leo, right? We also have 3, 5, 35, or 53. Oh, sugar daddy, just kidding. But 3 is also the month of March. That's also Gemini energy. 5 is also Leo. That's also like May energy. And I accidentally flipped these over to Aries and Taurus. I'm going to take it anyway, right? So some of you may be Aries and Tauruses. Now we're going to get some charms. Oh, shoot. Where's my plate? Because I need to like get some charms in for you guys. Okay, tell me about this next intimate encounter. Okay, so we have the butterfly charm. This, again, I don't know why this reminds me of like the O. Someone's definitely going to be reaching a very fun O through this encounter, okay? The yin yang, I told you, polar opposites. There's something about this where it's like, you guys are so different, but you somehow complement each other. Hot. Just kidding. Okay. We also have the archway. Why does this look like taking someone from the back? I'm sorry. This is going to be an obscene rating. It's 18 plus. Get off my page if you're not. But this is an archway. I see it as like taking someone from the back. I also just see this as like standing up. There's definitely a bit of adventurous, like an adventurous spirit with these encounters. It feels like trying out different positions. The hand is here. I talked about someone with really good hands. They definitely know what they're doing. We also have the 4-leaf clover. That's about abundance. So we already know that this person or you are rich. We also have the girl charm here. What's interesting is that the ilang ilang oil is actually for feminine energy. This is like to enhance someone's feminine nature. Regardless of what gender you are, it enhances or keeps you more in tune with like feminine attributes, right? So it's just very interesting. So one of you is definitely like a female or a feminine energy person. Now we have G for initials, H, S. We have V, C, K, O, oops, H, and D. Okay, pile one, thank you so much. If you like this, and if you want to book a more personal reading with me, book me at mediumisabella.com. Everything you need is in my description box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. You chose the juniper pile. So let's see what's going on. Let's talk first about who you are. Okay. I'm already going to tell you, this is a very chaotic like reading. Nothing is working out as it should be, which I guess is part of the fun. The gossip card is here. So some of you may be Geminis. Just kidding. This is not Gemini slander, but I'm sorry for the unintentional Gemini slander. I actually am attracted to a lot of Geminis, or like they actually surround me. I have 4 around me all day, every single day. Anyway, gossip card. Light attributes awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. Now, you are someone that may be a gossip for the good purposes and the bad purposes. You may be someone that likes to talk about other people because you're genuinely concerned about them. On the not so positive side, you may talk about other people in a way that's destructive. Okay, so let's try and like control that. Let's try and manage that. But yeah, there's definitely something about communication. It's also possible that it's the other way around and that people just gossip to you even when you're just sitting there and you're like, I did not ask for this information, but thanks for telling me anyway, I guess, TMI, but like, whatever, you know. The priest card is here. Yeah, so that makes sense. The gossip card and the priest card tells me that we're talking about you, are likely someone that makes people feel very safe. And so they like opening up to you. So they like telling you their tea and dirty details or just whatever random stories. But sometimes it's like, I didn't ask for this story, okay? The light attributes, you facilitate spiritual commitments, okay, and serves as a channel of spiritual energy. You give a lot of great advice, basically. Shadow attributes violates the trust of your spiritual communities, seduced by your own spiritual roles. So make sure to have... we talk about the light and shadow attributes because everything is a spectrum, and sometimes we're on the not so positive side of the spectrum. So if you identify with the shadow attributes, it's about going more into the light and kind of managing and balancing both, right? Or seeing if any shadow attributes can actually be used for good or for the furtherance of good in your life or in another person's life. Okay. Calm down, Isabella. Enunciate your words. Okay. Whew. Now we're going to go back. We have the angel card here, okay? Helping those in need with no expectation in return. acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Here's what I see, right? This is not always to be taken literally. For some of you, it's like you're trying your best to help other people, but they misread it, okay? Again, because you are someone that likes to bring attention to issues. So I see this two ways. One, you bring attention to issues a lot, and people love that. They love to take your advice. Number two, you bring attention to issues that people don't want to hear about because they're like, that's true about me. And they blame you for it. You're the kind of person who, when you call someone out, even if you do so in a loving way, sometimes you're not going to please everybody. Okay, so I don't know what you're dealing with right now, but that message came through for you right now. So, okay, let's now go into the sexier part of this reading. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups here in reverse. Okay, hold on. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, how I see this is like I see you being more selfish in this next intimate encounter. You are often someone that takes care of the other person, like you want to please them, you bring them to an O, you make them writhe and quiver and whatever, and I see you being like, I need that energy coming back to me. I want to be the one that feels good. I want someone to want to make me feel good. So you're being selfish and it's paying off, okay? The Knight of Rings in reverse, I see that as someone who's going to be very interesting. This person is someone who moves slow. This may be an earth sign. This may be a water sign, by the way. One of you may be an earth or a water sign. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, here's what I see in this situation. I see two people with very different energies. I see that this person is someone that likely takes things very slow, or like they're not quick to open up about how they feel. So I see you being selfish in this next intimate encounter, and I see this benefiting you because someone who's been very slow with you will finally start just going after you. This is the energy of, oh, well, this person hasn't asked me out no matter what. So you know what? I'm just going to walk away. And then suddenly, look who comes running back. Look who's like, baby, I want to be with you. Please take me back. Sending you freaking voice notes on like iMessage or something. And it's like, oh, suddenly you want a piece of this. And I see you being more open to giving them that because finally you don't feel like you're constantly overexerting yourself for the benefit of other people and feel like you're being taken advantage of. You're being selfish, but it's paying off. This person is coming to you and they want to make you CUM. Anyway, the juniper oil is what you chose, okay? And it's very interesting because the juniper oil is actually often for like power, right? So yes, it's about love and lust. It does increase that, but it's more so the domination aspect of it. So I see this as like the BDSM part of things, or like, again, like a more dominating feeling in that kind of relationship, right? This is like, if this is used by a male, from what I know, this increases their potency. So this is more for masculine energy. Whereas with pile number one, this is the ilang ilang oil. This is for feminine energy. Juniper is usually used for more masculine energy in a situation. So this is like, I want to make you come to me, okay? That's a little yucky. There's a little bit of oil on this, so, but something was sticky. So I know that something's gonna be sticky in this encounter. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I have to say it, okay? Anyway, the producer plant card is here. This is a bomb being dropped, okay? Here's what I see, okay? This is going to be a very surprising and ecstatic kind of encounter. Like, it's the type of thing where it's like, how do I explain this? Again, like even this person, this girl on the card, when you look at her, it's like she's very girl boss, right? Regardless of your gender, I definitely see some form of a power play or power struggle here, but it feels like the hot kind, you know? So lean into it, okay? Because it feels like both people want this. Both people want to kind of feel good in this scenario by giving in. Someone here definitely wants to surrender and just wants to like let go and just go along with the flow, and someone wants to take charge. and you should absolutely step into whatever role you choose. Okay. Actually, for you though, for this pile, I feel like you're the one stepping into a power dynamic. Like you're the one that's in control though. Okay. But yeah, this next encounter, I'm not getting stuff about the actual thing yet. Hold on. The Chariot card is in reverse. This is how do I say this? This is when someone stimulates the other person before they owe, but they stop. I'm not going to say the word because it's, YouTube. Again, because this is very power related, okay? But this feels like a good encounter. Just know that it's going to be a back and forth power struggle situation, okay? The Knight of Swords is here. So you may be dealing with okay, no, hold on. I did say water, earth, and air energy now. So I did want to say you may be dealing with an air sign. But again, I see this card as someone who doesn't want to give up control, someone who knows what they want and goes after it. Even the crossed arms is a very good kind of symbolism of like, okay, take your pants off. Like, or like, okay, kneel down then. Like, there's a bit of that, like, those commands are coming through, okay? The Bachelor or the Emperor card is here. Yup, absolutely. 100% this is a power dynamic, intimate encounter, okay? And it's hot. I don't know how you feel about it, but I like this for you. I feel like it's okay. I like the fact that this person will make you feel in control because in past situations it didn't make you feel that way, or it made you feel like you're at a disadvantage. Let's get more details about the situation. The Fire Guardian is here. So we're getting all elements, so it doesn't really matter which zodiac sign because, again, this is someone that's all over the place. For some of you, though, this is with multiple people. Some of you are getting into a state of like, I want to go and shebang it with like multiple people, So yeah, that's why these are multiple people coming out. But the Fire Guardian as well, ignite your passions. Again, this is someone stepping into their confidence and like essentially saying, I want what I want. Oh, I just heard someone say, I want what's mine. Some of you definitely have a daddy, that kind of thing here. Shoot, comment below. Anyway, y'all really like it. So it's appearing here with the Fire Guardian here, right? This is someone just being stepping into their power and confidence, regardless of your gender or anything. You're just like in control, you're in command, and you're giving out commands, and it feels good for both of you, okay? The career change card is here. These are career cards, so sometimes I use them anyway. But how I see that, some of you may actually literally just be going through a career change, and this is a sign for you. How I also see this, though, is like a beacon of light and someone holding all the power. Again, I'm not getting too many details about the graphic stuff about it because I'm not even seeing like cuffs, or like people being tied up or anything. I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing like commands. Like, I feel like I'm hearing someone who's like, okay, get on your knees, or like, like there's commands being thrown out for sure, okay? The car here can sometimes represent this happening in a car, but I don't feel like that's the case, Um, yeah, hold on. Let me see what else, okay? The prison, okay, this is the portion, okay. We have the misfortune card here as well. Okay, so this is like until the bed breaks. This is that energy of like no holds barred. Again, so obviously when we talk about this, I'm not saying you should just take it or just do this. This is of course a consent, like based thing, right? Based on however much two people are allowing each other to do. But if y'all are willing to go to extremes, I feel like you guys are going to go to extremes, if whatever that extreme means to you. Okay. Okay. So again, something might break off, like a handle or a bed or whatever. So I'd be careful a little bit, but, now I definitely see the tied up situation that we were talking about before. Okay. Yeah. It's a very, control related situation or like encounter. Okay, the intimacy card is here. So this is very interesting. I guess, okay, someone that you would allow to do this to you is likely someone that you would trust. As much as we want to say that it's like, just a random. I don't think so. There's definitely a level of trust with whoever this person is. Um, by the way, for some of you, this is someone who doesn't appear on social media very often. They're very private. They may also be the head of something. Someone here is definitely like a leader, CEO, like very much leadership vibes in terms of their work. Again, someone may be going through a career change. I also mentioned that if it's not you, it could be this person that is like serves as a beacon of light for other people. Okay. The chariot in reverse, sorry, the chariot card can also represent like someone who's a driver or someone who does something in relation to transportation or vehicles. So the next card, we have the seahorse card here, which is family matters. So I kind of see this as like you and this person may bond over family matters somehow, like perhaps both of you have shared family traumas or experiences, and so it's like you kind of get each other in that way. So there's definitely a deeper connection to this. Again, you make this person feel safe, they make you feel safe. You guys can both talk to each other about anything because you just feel like you can reveal those deeper, darker secrets. So remember, everything I said at the start of the reading can still apply to what kind of dynamic you and this person have. It's definitely a very intimate kind of connection. And that's why there's this control dynamic that is present because you trust each other enough to let each other do things like that to each other. The arrow card is here. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I feel like, okay, well, this is direction. If we're talking about an actual encounter, this is direction, someone giving the other person directions, but also, this feels like a really good relationship. Like, this feels like someone that you're supposed to be with. I'm not necessarily saying you're supposed to be with them forever, but you're supposed to be with them right now, or this is someone that you would benefit from being with at this moment. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. Okay. I have so many things going on. Let's get some physical attributes about who this person is, okay? Witty, funny, comedian. Oops, okay. Mysterious or shady. There's something about them you don't know. They keep secrets. Not necessarily to be evil, but like they just are probably very private. I already said that. Slim build, toned, athletic, moles or beauty mark for either of you, by the way, badass, rebel, femme fatale. So regardless of whether it's a guy or a girl, right? Loud, talkative, animated speaker. Oh my gosh. Can't grab those cards. Okay. Stan Twitter. Maybe some of them are just on Twitter, right? Or is a die-hard fan of someone or something. I love these cards that I made. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else. Oops. Let me grab it. Occult, intuitive, or spiritual, or astro. Okay, remember I said the priest and the angel card. So some of you are literally in the spiritual community, like you work as a spiritualist. So that's what it is. Okay. Potential zodiac signs or numbers. Leo, that's two Leos. You see it. We also have number 4 and number 5. So, and number 8 that popped up. Number 4 and number 5, 45, 54. We did say number 8, so that's 58, 85, 84, 48. Okay, anyway, 4, 5, and 8. That could be 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. That can also be Cancer, Leo, April, May. And then number 8 is like Scorpio. That's also August. Okay, let's get some initials and charms. Okay. So we have the music note here. You both may bond over music. They may be a musician. There may be music playing during this encounter. Okay. We also have the butterfly charm. This is definitely a very transformative relationship for both of you. Maybe you both have also bonded over the death or passing of someone. We also have the yin yang here. This also appeared for pile 1, so you may want to check that out. But this is polar opposites or some people who complement each other. So perhaps on the surface, like from a resume perspective, you're both too different, but you may actually get along very well. The peace card here, or sorry, charm rather, this to me represents someone who definitely doesn't like fights, doesn't like arguments. They are not very good at confrontation. I also just had the word birth come to my mind. Birth represents new energy, creative energy, or like actually a baby. So if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful. That could also be the birth of a new beginning for both of you, pets or something like that. So we also have the FAR, far, right? This person may be far away from you. That's also RAF, Raphael. You know, we have DHOQZJBK. Okay. So Jar, Raj, Bar, right? Car, but with the letter K. That could be Carla, Caroline, whatever. We also have BJ here, so you know. Um, I mean, but that's what I see here. Okay, you can try and rearrange the letters yourself as well to see what you see. But so far, actually comment that below if you're like, I see some other words. Go and comment below. But that's what I see for you guys, pile number 2. Okay, something spilled. So am I spilling tea? What's going on? Why did this spill? Someone's overflowing in like what wetness, I mean, what? But someone's overflowing, but I also see this as like an overflow of passion. Okay, so anyway, that's it, pile number 2. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you want to book a more personal and private reading with me, book me at mediumisabella.com. Everything you need is in my description box below, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, then you chose the vanilla oil. Okay, so let's talk about you first. Who are you? We have the orphan child. We're starting off really sad. I'm just kidding. We're starting off with a lot of emotions, okay? This is like independence based on learning to do it alone, okay? Conquering fear of surviving. We also have the shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking an appropriate surrogate family. So someone here like you, okay? I'm talking about you because like this is how you know that I'm tapped into your energy. But basically for you guys, pile number 3, you're someone that's seeking more of an emotional connection because of a lack of your own family connection or a lack of your own other personal connections. And so I honestly see you to be in a vulnerable space. This doesn't mean you can't get out of it, but usually this means that in relationships and in love and even in intimate encounters, we want to be careful with who we give our energy to. Okay, we want to avoid the energy vampires by being a bit more vigilant and analytical. But that doesn't mean you isolate yourself and like stay alone forever. That's where you teeter on that line where sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be like with someone. And then sometimes you have these moments where you're like, I'm never gonna be with another person. Like I will just be alone and I don't care. We just want to have balance, okay? The Queen card is here. So you may radiate the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Because you've had to go and do things alone most of your life, you sometimes feel that this is the only way to do things. And sometimes you may be a little bit too like dominant in some of those interactions, and what you say goes, okay? So again, we just want balance, okay? We don't want it to just be like you are in charge and in control of everything. We need to learn a bit of like compromise, right? And learn to allow another person to essentially be in our lives and allow them to make decisions. You need to let go a little bit, let go of the reins and allow yourself to just feel, be excited, be in the moment. The nature child is here. This is a connection to nature. Some of you are very connected to animals, like maybe you rescue or foster animals, or perhaps you're just someone who loves hiking, mountaineering, being out in nature, okay? Friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So we discuss both the light and shadow attributes, so you can evaluate where you are. If you feel like you're too in the shadow attributes, then you may want to balance something and go into the light, right? And if you're too much in the light and you feel like maybe you need to stick up, have some more boundaries or something, then you have to balance that as well. Okay, now let's talk about this next intimate encounter. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, first date. For some of you, this is very literal. This is like you just met them and you're about to go bone and about to go to Flavor City. I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on. But like, this is first date vibes, right? This is like a new beginning. There may also be like a literal gift involved here. So this is like, I mean, someone paid for something, like paid for like someone paid for an encounter for some of you. Like maybe you have an OnlyFans or like, okay. So maybe someone paid for something, like someone paid for an encounter, or maybe someone gifted you something around this. There's something that is being exchanged or given. Okay. Maybe you're giving them something. Maybe you're like buying them something. Maybe it's a birthday, right? There's something that is being given, like a material object. Okay. Now, What's also interesting here is the Ten of Swords, the rejected card. That's so interesting. Okay. Hold on. Let me actually get into this from a more intimate point of view. So the way that I see this may just be a one-off thing. This may just be like one encounter and you're done with that person forever, like a one-night stand, okay? And you might reject that person or they might reject you. Because what we've seen earlier, you're someone that likes to do things alone. By the way, just because this is a queen doesn't mean you have to be one, right? Regardless of whatever your gender is, this message may apply to you. You just may be very independent. But so you may be pushing this person away, or they may be the one to reject you as well. But this feels like a one and done situation so far, okay? I also feel here that there's a feeling of like selfishness, like I want to get what I want and get out. Again, so this is giving me the vibe of like one night stand, okay? We'll see. We also have the King of Wands in reverse. Someone here is blowing off steam. This is misguided aggression. So someone here is feeling like, I haven't been feeling confident about myself. Let me go and be with someone, even though I don't really find them to be the most attractive. Sorry, I am just spilling tea. Okay. Like, even if I don't find them very attractive, I'm gonna just try this because, like, like I kind of want to feel good about myself right now. Like, that's the energy of this so far. We're gonna see what else comes up though. But here's how I see this, okay? If you're like listening to this and you're like, okay, yeah, that's probably going to happen. Like, that's what I've been doing. I've just been doing casual connections. I would advise that you switch things up, right? The reason why we have readings sometimes is so that you can change something about it. And how I see this is like, this feels like an ego boost somehow. Like, this feels more like, oh, yeah, I want to feel good about myself. I want someone to find me attractive right now. So I'm just going to go and flirt with that person, even if I don't know if I'm going to like them long term, right? Or this is literally like just having ice cream for now. And that's about it. Like, you just want one and that's okay. That's it. You don't want any more. Okay, and this may be something that you want. Maybe you just actually just want this to happen once and you're fine. For some of you though, is this the first time? If this is your first time, I don't know. I don't know that I would recommend it just because of everything that's come up here. I don't know that it would be the best for you emotionally. So let me tell you something, okay? If you're in the state where we talked about earlier and you're looking for something more like a love relationship, I don't know that this would be the best path. Okay? And I'm not being preachy or whatever. You can do whatever you want. But it's like, I just feel like you're not going to have a connection with this person. So if you actually want to have a connection with the next person you're with, this is probably not the best path. Like, change that up. Try to if you kind of meet this person and you remember my messages, then try and get to know that person a little bit more before going forward, or go with someone you actually already know. Although if you're only using this for like a one time situation, I wouldn't really recommend that, because I kind of see you being like, I'm gonna walk away, bye. I didn't really want this to be a relationship. That being said, I see you feeling a bit empowered. There's this feeling of like, I came for what I wanted and I got what I wanted, and that's about it. Again, I kind of see this also as possibly like 1-0. Someone does reach an O. Unfortunately, I wonder if it's just one of you though that reaches that. Again, because this feels more like a one night stand and like a one time thing. Okay? If you don't want to do it, listen to this message anyway and avoid it. But like, you know, I also, again, so the Destiny card is in reverse. Like, this is the feeling of like, I know I'm not going to be with you forever, so I'm just going to do this for the night. Here's the thing, okay? Right now, your energy is like very disconnected from the idea of love and intimate encounters. You feel like that's never really going to happen. Like, what's the point? I just saw 5555, so don't even start with me. But your energy is like, I don't know. I'm not really looking for love right now. I just want stress relief, because like, why? Why would I do anything else? Like, people kind of suck. There's a bit of pessimism here. Here's the thing. You can either go into this experience already experiencing that bitterness and coming out with the same emotion, or trying to do this differently and seeing if that changes things. Okay? Maybe you can come into this with the perspective of, I just want to have a fun time. And not just a body to keep you warm, but like just more so, you know what? I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get all the pleasure I can get. I'm gonna give them all the pleasure I can get, and we're just gonna bond. And that's it. And like, it does not have to go any further than that, but I'm coming here to have a good time, to have a fun time, instead of I'm just gonna come here just to see you, you know? Okay. The cocktail party here, that's the star card. That's Aquarius energy, but again, that may be meeting someone. So this is Vegas energy. This is like meeting someone in a place that's very fun, a bar, a casino, very casual and fleeting places. Again, the star tells me that someone here is going to be the star or center of that encounter. So it's like, I don't know that both of you are going to finish. It may just be one of you, you know? So this even feels like I don't know why this feels like rock, paper, scissors of like, well, yeah, I get to do this for you. You get to do this for me. And that's about it. Because again, this feels very disconnected. Here's the thing, right? If you're enjoying that, that's fine. But if you're not, then it's time to make some changes. If you're genuinely looking at this and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I just want to be, I don't really care about the love stuff. I just want to have a good time. And that's all I care about. Like, I don't really care about what's next. So that's fine, you know, as long as you're happy with your own decision. The Four of Wands is here. This is the mansion. This reminds me of like the Playboy mansion or like the Bachelor mansion. Like, again, this reminds me of like, I mean, sorry if this is a little weird, but this reminds me of a big house with multiple people in it, all having their multiple encounters or whatever. So again, this feels like either a hotel or like a dorm or like like something like that where it doesn't feel very intimate so far. I mean, do I have to say anything else? Open up your heart, okay? I know it's tough to do that because we're afraid of what's out there. So here's the thing, you get this one person, you get to do that. And if after that you still feel like, I just want to be alone, then that's okay. You can keep going. As long as, I mean, try and make sure that you're on the same page with the other person so we're not breaking too many hearts. But if you're like, okay, I actually want something deeper, a more intimate thing, then go for that, right? Whatever floats your boat, whatever actually feels good to you. But you have seen the message here, okay? Your next intimate encounter is, I do feel like you're going to get the pleasure that you want. I just don't know that it's necessarily emotionally connected, okay? Direction guardian. I'm not worried because I know that this person or this encounter is going to somehow lead you in a direction or give you clarity. So again, like I said, after this, you may realize you want to keep going and just go solo and just have casual encounters, or you may realize, okay, I think I want something deeper. Okay. We also have the card of letting go. So someone here is definitely working on letting go of some pains and healing from the past. So some of you may literally, this may be like a rebound thing. You know, you're healing from a breakup. So you're like, I just want this one and I don't want to do anything more than that. The Lover card is here. So the reason why I think that they're talking about this is because honestly, it's possible that there's potential with this person. So if you came here looking for just a one-time encounter, it is possible that like this could potentially turn into a more romantic situation if you gave it a chance, or that this person's already interested in you. So maybe set those boundaries and make sure you're on the same page. Or the Lover card can also represent that, like, if you're trying to be with this person, try not to get your hopes up too high if you have feelings for them, because they might be looking for something that's very casual, right? So I just feel like we need to get on the same page with what we want inside and outside and with the person you're going to have this encounter with. Okay. We also have the Malady card. The Malady card is often someone who's feeling unwell, right? So someone here is in a state of like healing, like I already said. I would recommend using protection for this card. Okay. I also see this as like, notice how your energy is before or like after an encounter to know if that person is a good person to have an intimate encounter with. I was going to really talk about the details of like that encounter, but I'm not really getting that here. This feels more like a quick and easy kind of thing, like quick and dirty, quick and easy, one-time thing. So again, if you're like, well, I don't want that, Isabella, then okay, maybe you make a different choice, right? But right now, this is what I see coming to your path. It's just about whether you're in tune with that or you're going to start disaligning with that, if that's even a word, okay? The crib card is here. So I see that as like the birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So use protection. I already said that. And it may not even be just about the malady. It may be about like a potential baby if we're not careful. The handshake card, a meeting with a stranger could be important. This literally tells me the validation that I needed, that this is a stranger. This is not someone you're familiar with. This is either someone you just met, or if this is someone you know, you're treating them like a stranger and possibly pushing them away, okay? Tell me more about who this person is. Okay. We have actor, singer, musician, performer. Maybe you're with them because they're very attractive. Black hair or dark hair, okay? Collections as a hobby. So this may be applying for both you or for them. Siren eyes, bedroom eyes, sexy eyes. Great chest, okay? Has tattoos, all right? This next intimate encounter, known for great teeth or smile. I feel like one of the reasons why, especially with the King of Wands here, is that it's like I see this as like I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but like I really find you attractive, so I just want to try, and seduce you and see if I can even get there. So that's okay. Again, if you're using this for like empowerment and you're happy with your decision, there's nothing to fix, okay? White, gray, or silver hair. Is this a daddy? Just kidding. This is like a silver fox, isn't it? Just kidding. I'm just joking, okay? But like, this may be someone who's older than you guys, for some of you, okay? We have muscular or husky build. We also have blonde hair. We also have fair skin tone, okay? All right, so let's get some charms and zodiac signs for this. All right, hold on. Okay. We have Taurus and Sagittarius. We also have 2 and 11. Remember I said Aquarius energy? 11, that's Aquarius. That's also the month of November. Number 2, that's also Taurus. That's also the month of February. What's interesting, I see this as 211 or 112. That reminds me of room numbers. Again, if this is a hotel, a dorm room, or something like that. Like maybe it's an apartment and they're just numbers, but numbers seem to be important and it's in the threes. So like this doesn't sound like an age. By the way, this can also be 2 or 11 days, weeks, or months, right? We also have some charms here. Hold on. Okay. All right, so we have the bicycle. Oh my gosh, the star is here. So this may literally be a celebrity. Someone here definitely has like either a social media following or like is just famous somehow, okay? The star card is there. Yeah, that's what I see. That could also be a starfish, so that could be a connection to the ocean. We did talk about siren eyes. We also have the bicycle charm, so this is often an athletic person or someone that's very physically active, someone who likes to travel, someone who's outdoorsy, okay? This also tells me that the intimate encounter itself will also require a lot of physical energy. Like, this feels like hard, raw, very, how do I explain this? Like rough, not necessarily rough, but like it's fast. It's going to take a lot of physical exertion, which all of those encounters will have that, but it's not sensual. I don't see that energy to it. Um, the peace charm, you know what I just saw? Like someone with like a coffee and cigarettes. Like, again, this feels more like a casual encounter and being like, you know what? I just want to have a good time and I don't want to think about it too much. Okay. Someone here, can I be honest with you guys? Someone here is definitely dealing with like a difficult time. Like someone's depressed or like going through it right now. So, I mean, if you cope through intimate encounters, that's fine as long as it feels good to you and you're using protection. You're protecting yourself and your health, right? The peace charm. So I talked about that. We also have the tree or the earth kind of sign and the leaf card, the leaf one here. Remember I talked about the nature child. So someone definitely has a connection to nature, the outdoors, or maybe as an earth sign, leaves. This may be in public, but I don't think so. This feels like hotel room kind of vibe. If it's public, I would not be surprised, but again, that feels still more like a casual encounter. The butterfly charm is also here. So I definitely see that as like something that changes perspective for both of you. This is an encounter, even if it's only once, it's going to change both of you, okay? Because there's some perspective or clarity that's going to happen afterward. Okay, we have some letters here. We have DHURNFUC. Oh, FUCK. Just kidding. And then V. right? So some of you, if you see any words there that you feel may be interesting, FUN, that's fun, right? Then maybe type them below. There's also run. Oh, shoot. Again, well, because I see that as like you running away from the situation. I don't think you want to be serious with this person at all. I mean, kudos to you. If you're feeling empowered, that's fine. Whatever floats your boat, seriously, whatever makes you happy. Only make changes if you actually want to make changes, okay? But that's what I see for you guys. Thank you so much. If you gained, if you liked, okay. If you would like to book a more personal or private reading with me, book me at mediumisabella.com. Everything you need is in my description box below, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.